voice.
Alright, and we're back. Welcome back, everybody. I'm going to actually change the music over to Medieval Town because that makes more sense. So you guys are staring at this job board, and there's this posting that says, "Chef for hire will take anything, preferably to be a servant." And the person's name on it is just blue. And it says, "Ask around the well on Jeffrey Street."
I suppose we should start there. I'll say that one.
Yeah.
That's logical.
Yeah. So I guess we'll mosey our way on over to Jeff.
Alright.
We mosey.
The city,
Every fucking time.
it's like maybe noon-ish. The city's pretty lively. A little dour, but, you know, there's also occasional street performers, and, like, as you pass a bar, you hear a bar shanty being sung. And you guys eventually are able to navigate your way to Jeffrey Street and find that there is a well behind some houses that, you know, has a person or two hanging out around it. The people are... It's like... You know what? It's a young couple making out right beside the well. Here. As you guys approach.
Oh.
I'm trying to decide if
disgusted.
I'm gonna go interrupt them or not.
And then,
I
like,
don't mind interrupting them.
as you approach, the girl, like, opens her eyes a bit and then, like, slaps the side of him and, like, gets him off of her, and she straightens herself out and turns to start walking away, and he says, "Wait, babe, where are you going?" And he starts walking after her.
Oh god, we're assholes. Well, he's not gonna want to. Suppose we should.
Do we pursue?
Wait, now I wouldn't want to kick his girl out, because now he's not gonna want to talk to us.
Well, he's gonna be traveling to Wayland anyway, so I don't think free board counts for her too.
I guess. You're right. That's a good point. Hello there. What is your name, good sir?
You say this as he's chasing after his girl. And he doesn't really...
I yell out, "Are you a cook?"
He, like, turns around
Classy.
and gives you a weird look
Real
before
classy.
turning back and walking off.
That's probably a no.
I guess
don't
we
think
should
he's
just kind of
that-
hang around or ask around for Blue around this well.
Yeah.
Probably. Do you guys just want to wait here or something? I don't know.
I don't.
I guess just whoever comes up to the well frequent throughout the day.
Yeah, we could
I don't
camp
think it would
out
be a
at the
good
well.
idea for us to go any further around, because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but this isn't really the best part of this town.
Yeah, maybe we should just stick around here then.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys hang out around the well. Maybe, like, 10 minutes pass, and, like, this kind of older lady walks by with a bucket, and she, like, stops and goes, oh, and she kind of keeps to herself and stays quiet as she kind of goes to the well and tries to avoid eye contact with you guys. You're kind of an imposing group.
Well,
Excuse me, miss?
Yes, she says, turning to you.
Do you know anyone named Blue?
She looks over your group and she kind of tilts her head. What do you want with him?
We found his,
we saw an ad
Call
that
for
he's a
work.
cook. Yeah.
he wants work. We have work for him.
Who told you that?
The sign that he presumably made himself on the job board.
The fuck is... Something is making a noise in my room. I... Blue...
Oh, did it die
Blue
long?
was kidnapped. Who told you that he has work?
There was a
A
Posted.
sign on the job board. Presumably made by him. He's kidnapped?
Oh...
By who?
Yeah, no, he... I don't know much about it. I could show you his father. If
Sure.
Sure.
that'd work.
Yeah.
Well, how about I'll just give you the directions to their bakery.
That would be wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah. It's just down the street a bit, and after you take a right, you take a left, and then 3 lefts, and you'll be there.
Thank you.
Alright.
It's it's the cardinal point.
Okay. Thank you. We should go find him then. Mosey our way on over.
Yeah.
All right, you guys mosey on over, following the directions to the best of your abilities, and I just want to check and make sure that the stream is going good. Yes, it seems to be. All right, you guys mosey on over, and you find like the small little building. All the buildings here are fairly connected, and there's like a few alleyways in between them, but like there's no individual houses or buildings. You know, like if there's a shop, there's a home above it, and like 2 other buildings on either side of it. But you guys follow the directions, and you're able to find like a little sign with a cardinal on like not drawn, like engraved on it. Like it's a wooden sign that protrudes from the building, and there's a wooden door and like steps that lead up to it. And it's a fairly wooden building. You know, there's like small windows on either side that have shutters over them. But it looks like, you know, legit enough.
I suppose this is the place. You
Alright.
said wait, so does it look like the residence would be like on the first floor or no?
Well, the shop looks to be on the first floor, and there is a floor above it. It's a 2-story building.
Maybe this is where he works or something. Yeah, we
Guess
can go
we
in.
should go knock
Yeah.
on the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God, why am I hearing things twice?
Uh-oh.
Okay, it's good.
Alright, I guess I go up to the door and produce 3 hearty knocks.
Hardy. Yeah.
You knock a bit, and there's a bit of a pause, and you hear, we're open?
Okay, we'll go in.
All right,
Open the door?
you open the door, and like the door jingles as you enter. And you step inside of a bakery, which like has this lobby area. And behind the counter, and like, so it's a well-lit place with like a counter in the front that has baked goods presented on it, like sweet rolls, and like in the back is a cake, and you can see the oven from here, and like you can see where all the work is done.
I'll be right back.
And
Guys.
suddenly, Void's character disappears into the ether, but nobody cares really. It just kind of happens. You know, you all step through the door, and then like for some reason, like he just has a crippling phobia of bakeries today, and he tells you that he'll be waiting right outside.
I guess we.
And the behind the counter are 2 figures. Both of them seem to be Tengu. If you don't know what a Tengu is, it's basically a corvid with legs. And if you don't know what a corvid
Most crows do have legs.
Shut up! An anthropomorphic corvid, which is basically a raven or a crow. And the one behind the counter looking at you, you know, he's got this long black beak, and he kind of tilts his head, and he says, Oh, what can I do for you?
We're looking for the father of Blue.
That's
Do you
me.
know who? Well,
And you see like his presumably wife working away in the back, like on an oven, pulling something out and setting it on the counter.
okay. I guess I'll tell him our story. And we came here looking to the big city to look for someone to hire as a cook.
Yes, Blue's my son.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
So voice character enters in, finally getting over his crippling fear of bakeries.
Wait, what?
Well, you were standing outside because you had a crippling fear of bakeries in the moment.
Oh,
Must have been some rogue wizard cast a spell on you.
So, I'll tell Blue's father our story and how we saw his sign posted for the job board. But then we asked around and heard that something unfortunate had happened to him recently and thought we would come talk to you to see if we could get more information.
Yes. Blue was a very good son. He was an amazing cook, very good baker. But you know, he got old enough, so we had to kick him out. And apparently, well, he was trying to get a job, and he got kidnapped.
You don't sound too very broken up about it.
Well, that's his problem. Once he leaves the nest, he's on his own.
Any idea as to his abductors?
Yeah, I think I heard a few things about it. I wasn't paying too much attention. I hope he's all right though. But I think I remember the baker across the street. I was talking to him, and he said that he had some friends who saw something, and it was. I don't actually remember. I know that the baker across we're good friends. We sell different stuff. That's why we're not, rivals. But if you go talk to him, I'm sure he knows something about my son.
Well, thank you, I guess. We'll see what we can do. And we should probably mosey our way out of here. I'm not gonna say anything to him about how odd it is that he doesn't seem to care, but we'll leave that for later.
I was
Yeah, like
suspicious.
we're talking about a stranger.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that guy. My son. Never heard of him.
I'm not even gonna worry about it yet.
Yeah, I guess we mosey on over to
They're across the street.
Yeah, right
Yeah.
across the street is a place called the Lizard's Tail. And you walk in, and it's you walk in, and it's a single lizard folk. Like, it's a fairly messy shop, and you see a bunch of meat pies, like, just spread out, and it's like, they're labeled as, like, different meats, This one's a rabbit meat pie, this one's a duck meat pie, this one's a beef meat pie, and they're all meat pies, There's nothing else in here. And it's like, he has a chef hat on and a dirty apron, and that's about it. Like, you're glad that there's a counter between you and him, and that he doesn't turn around because you probably see lizard men pass. But he like, you walk in and he looks over you. You walk in and he. Oh no, why am I hearing myself? Okay.
Oh.
For some reason, my stream started playing. It's fine. And he looks over you guys, and he says, "What do you want?"
We're here. I guess at this point, we're here investigating anything. We're here looking into what happened
You want
with
meat
Blue.
pies? Oh, Blue.
No. Yeah, we have some questions.
Well, his father's right across the street. I mean,
He directed us
came
over here.
Oh,
He doesn't seem to know anything about his own son.
Or care about it in any way, shape, or form.
Shh. I'll hush my party. He told us you had some
could he
information.
be adopted?
Perhaps.
he looks between the party, not sure who to reply to.
Just a cacophony of questions.
He said you overheard something about some people talking about maybe what happened to him. He didn't seem to tell us much of anything.
Yeah. Well, I get a bunch of customers. I mean, I'm a fairly successful business. And I get people talking. You know, they come in and they buy stuff. He looks pointedly over at your party for like a second before continuing. And some of those people talk after the, you know what, you know.
Yeah.
And one of those people was Aunt Josephine. And she was in here talking about how she heard, like, this calling the other night. And she went outside and she saw Blue getting dragged away by, like, a bunch of humans. She thinks they were all cloaked, but
Humanoid figures.
yeah. Well, she didn't tell me too much. She just brought up, and honestly, I don't really care. I mean, Blue was a good kid, but like, he was just gonna end up as competition, you know.
I suppose.
Competition for
The meat pies.
Well, I mean, you know, I would still make better beet pies, but there would be people who would be curious, and those days that they're curious, I would be losing sales, so...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's your relation to Aunt Josephine? Is she your aunt?
No, people just call her Aunt Josephine. Makes really, really good syrup, you know. I use her syrup in a lot of stuff. Actually, no, I don't. I only make beet... Well, no, that's my secret. I'm not telling you any of my ingredients. You want to buy some meat pies?
This guy's the
You
one
just gotta
pushing,
talk.
Huh?
Do any of you guys want a meat pie? Oh, I asked.
no.
I don't know. I mean, is there a barber shop anywhere around here? Perhaps above this place?
Oh, yeah, no, my neighbor's a barber shop. They'll
Did he
give
suddenly
you
come
a
back
real
after
clean
15
cut.
years missing?
Can I roll an insight check to see if he's saying everything truthfully?
You can discern what you will from this.
Oh.
To me, he's suspicious, but I think we should keep looking for our blue boy here.
Yeah.
Anywhere where we can find Aunt Josephine.
Well, she runs a syrup dispensary, I think. I'm pretty sure. I don't really pay much attention. I think it's down the street. If you see like a sign with syrup on it, it's probably hers.
Okay.
If it says Aunt Josephine's syrup factory, even better.
Well, thank you. You've been such a great help. Maybe we'll be back for some of your delicious meat pies.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, you should.
Maybe.
They're great. You know? And they're cheaper than everyone else's.
I start walking away.
Don't forget!
Okay. Yeah, we can make our way over to Aunt Josephine's syrup. Whatever. Your syrup
Gotta look
shop.
for her
I forget what it was
factory.
called.
Yeah,
Syrup
everybody...
dispensary. The
Josephine.
dispensary.
the syrup dispensary. Alright, everybody give me a perception check. See if you can find this syrup dispensary.
Alright.
Ends up finding distillery instead.
The syrup distillery.
Oh wow, I'm blind.
Zagora, is it fair enough to say that you can't read?
No, my character can read. She's just kind of selective.
Alright. So, Zagora, everybody's walking around on the street. And Lilith, you notice that Zagora's nose starts twitching and she starts sniffing at the air. And you look over and you see, like...
Does she see a syrup shop?
You don't see any sign, but, like, you look down an alleyway and you see, like, a giant, tub of syrup or something. Like, I don't know how to better describe it, but you see syrup.
A barrel?
Yep, a
of
barrel of
barrel.
syrup.
I think we found our destination.
Bees
With any
buzzing
luck.
around
And
it.
Zagora, you smell syrup. Like, you smell very strong syrup.
Swap.
And it's like down an alleyway beside a building that's not marked by a sign. But it's there.
Probably make our way on over that way, I guess.
I follow my nose for the fruity taste that shows.
You're like floating like a cartoon character.
Zagora, your nose brings you right to this barrel, and it's filled with syrup.
I'm huffing the barrel.
Okay. Zagora dunks her head in the syrup.
Oh my god.
Everybody else, what are you doing?
Watching.
I'm looking for anyone who needs the
Probably look for a doorway in.
There's a side door
expectations
like
of anyone.
right beside. There's like a side door right beside the barrel of syrup.
Is it like the front entrance or?
You have no
Is it-
idea. It's down an alleyway, and there's like a
Weird.
door on the side of the building in the alleyway.
Is there a sign near it?
No.
Oh yeah. Well, I was saying maybe we should go try to find the front of this place. Walking the back door might not be the smartest idea. We're looking for friendly relations.
Well, you saw the door from like the street, and it wasn't marked either.
Oh. Maybe this is the okay door. I'll probably go in the street side door, right? You guys want to come with me? Should probably
Yeah,
go
I'll
in
come
the
with.
side door.
Yeah.
So you guys just walk in.
Maybe Zagora should get cleaned up,
I'm gonna
From-
knock.
dipping her head in her syrup.
I'm like trying to wring out my hair, but to no luck, as everything is just fucking crusty and sticky.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
it's
know
gonna
what?
leave a flavor
That's
behind.
definitely not gonna look suspicious.
I
Zagora,
can always wait outside.
Zagora, it actually smells pretty nice.
For what?
She doesn't smell like
French
ass.
whore.
Zagora doesn't smell like she eats exclusively meat right now.
Like blood swamp ass.
Yeah, let's go inside the from the front door, I guess.
Yeah.
So who's opening the door?
I'll do it. I'll take lead. Hope I don't die.
You know,
Hopefully there's no anvil.
I just realized that there's a town on this map that's unnamed.
Interesting.
Let's name it right
it's a
now.
clue.
And then the town is a clue, guys. You just have to travel like 4 weeks over to it.
We
Ghost
could
town.
literally call it town with no name.
Why would you? Who would name a town that?
I don't
Not
know,
them.
some weird people.
Are you judging?
No.
All right. So who's opening the door?
Calamere. Hit me with it. Hit me with the breath weapon. I'm ready.
So you open the door, right? And you like
Yep.
you step in, and it looks kind of like a small storage room, right? Like there's just barrels of what you presume to be syrup, because it smells in here like a Pillsbury Doughboy's ass, right? Like if you
Dank
were
syrup.
if you were to give a rim job to the Pillsbury Doughboy, you would get that same smell.
Okay.
See, this is the shark, and we're jumping it.
I know it's otherwise a pretty plain room. There's a door on the other side, maybe like 15 feet away, and like stacked from floor to ceiling is just like these barrels, and the ceiling's like maybe 6 or 7 feet high. Yeah, 7 feet high. So it's like it can fit like at least 2 barrels. So maybe there's like 30 barrels in here.
I also give a shout. Hello, is anyone in here?
You don't get a reply immediately.
Let's go a little
Um,
deeper into the building.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably go in deeper.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Deeper
Harold,
into the
I swear to God.
I don't know. I'll ask the party. What do you guys think we should do? It doesn't appear that anyone's in here.
Let's find them. Let's go
Snoop.
deeper.
All right. Guess
That's
we'll.
when everyone Scooby-Doo walks all the way back through the building.
Yeah, we'll mosey our way on in the building.
Alright. You enter into what looks to be a living room. And there's an old lady sitting on a rocking chair, knitting, and she looks up at you and she, like, almost has a heart attack. And she, like, grasps her chest and goes,
Deaf
Who are
people.
you?
Hello
What
there.
do you
Joseph-
want?
Are you Aunt Josephine?
Yes?
We're here doing an investigation on the kidnapping of Blue, and we were told you might have some information that could benefit us.
Well, you could have knocked. Close the door.
And we yelled pretty loud.
Shh. She's old.
Keep rolling old people.
Down.
Everyone's old.
Is this entire town like just a retirement home?
Of people who don't give a shit about each other and wouldn't care if you
Everyone
got
hates
run
each
over in the
other.
street.
I mean, I guess that
Heading
makes
to the
sense.
street.
I mean, isn't that most
No
old
one
people, though?
knows.
I'm sorry, what?
Isn't that most old people, though?
What did she say? Here.
I'm not going to disagree, but also... No.
No, but yes.
Is she here to talk? She willing to talk?
So, what do you say to her?
We're here on an investigation, on the kidnapping of Blue, and we were told that you might have some information that could benefit us.
What's your badge number? Your
Um,
badges? You don't look like guards. Why are you
No, we
asking?
don't have
Why are you
badges.
firing into my? Do you have a warrant?
no, we're just a private investigation group.
Why don't you knock? It's a
We
private
did knock.
home.
We did knock.
And yelled
Oh.
loudly.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. My hearing's hard. I'm hard of hearing lately.
It's okay.
It's all the yelling, really. Sort of my own fault, but now I need to yell in order to hear myself.
Mm-hmm.
So, Blue.
Oh yes, Blue. What did you want to know? He's a wonderful boy. You know, he makes great use of
Heard
my
you saw
syrup.
him last.
Have you ever tried my syrup? My syrup is wonderful. Here, let me just get out of my chair. I'll get you some syrup.
I'll walk with
I
her
have
if she goes to get her
helped
syrup.
myself.
It takes her like 5 minutes to get out of the room.
Can I go with her and like talk to her when she's going to get our syrup?
Yeah, but she'll be like, "Oh, no, we'll talk over syrup. It's fine. It's fine. Just help me get my syrup."
Okay, I'll wait.
All right, you
Where's
can
my
help
have
her.
that syrup opium?
She will pour you each a glass of syrup,
Oh, Jesus.
A
And then, like,
fucking glass.
and then afterwards we'll go and sit down in her rocking chair and like sip on the syrup, and goes, "Ah, all right.
Just
What do you
gag
wish
a
to
little
know?"
bit. Just
Well, we were told that you witnessed the kidnapping.
Oh yes, I was
you
out and
tell us?
about. You know, I was getting another thing of a bucket of water for my. You know, my syrup takes quite
Yes,
a lot of
yes.
water to make.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
do you want to hear my secret recipe? That's a
no, we're
joke.
here-
I would never share it with anyone, not even my husband. Oh, he hated me for that. You know, let me tell you about my husband. You know, we met, and she goes on like, she does that old person thing where she just like goes off on completely unrelated.
Oh,
I don't know. It depends on what she's saying, but I'd like to be like.
Oh, it's completely
So about the kidnapping.
mundane. And then yeah, and then you bring up the kidnapping, and she's
So-
like, "Oh,
so about the kidnapping.
Yes, so I was getting water, right? And I hear this calling, you know, like a bird. And normally I would think it's just a bird, you know. There's plenty of pigeons around here, but this one was louder. And I look over, you know, it took me a little bit, but by the time I turned around, I saw Blue. He was being kidnapped by these strangers. I've never seen them before. They were wearing these black robes, I believe. I caught the face of one of them, but I didn't know his name. He had this long nose, and he had these thick eyebrows. I believe that he was blonde, and he had a scar across the nose. It was a crooked nose too. But that's all I really remember from him. I did see them go by Susie's house though, but I hate Susie. Oh, you shouldn't even go talk. It's not even worth your time. Blue might as well. Well, I guess Blue is a good boy. Tread carefully around Susie. She's a horrible person.
Where might her residence be so we know not to go by
No,
there?
it's right by the well. You know, they took him down the alleyway right beside her house. She probably is the one who staged it anyway. She's a horrible person, you know. Did I ever tell you about the time that Susie tried to steal my wedding ring?
I'm already out the door.
I'll look at the party and say maybe we should talk to Susie, maybe talk to the guards, see if they have any information.
You know, I do have sleep as a spell.
I also
Fair.
have agonizing blast.
Is it worth the spell slot though?
Please no agonizing blasts.
Well, off to the next old person, I guess.
Like they repeat the same thing and tell us this bitch is crazy.
A bunch of fucking senile old people. Like, what if Blue just doesn't fucking exist? And they're all just,
What? Yeah, they just all have this.
This
This
collective
memory
junk.
problem. Just
Let's mosey our way on over to Susie's house, and maybe eventually
So
we'll,
over this, you're
we'll
like,
go to
I mean,
sleep.
the houses are mostly wood and they're pretty close to each other. I mean, fires happen.
a careless lit cigarette.
trauma happened.
God. Can we?
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
say
How do you
thank
find
you.
Susie's house?
Did she
You
not
go
tell us?
back to the well.
No, you
Yeah,
didn't
she
ask
said
her.
it.
Well, in the alleyway.
Yeah, you go back to the well. There's like 8 houses around the well.
Is there anyone near the well that we could ask?
Is there one that has an alleyway that runs along it?
Yeah, there's 4 alleyways that connect to the well. And
Is there someone nearby that we could ask?
yeah, there's like there's a young girl, you know, collecting water from the well. She's the only one around right now.
finally someone that's not old.
She has these pigtails, and she looks like she's a bitch, but I'm kidding.
She's got that Karen haircut.
Yeah.
I'll say hello. Hello there, ma'am.
Oh. She turns and looks at you.
Is she old too?
No, she's not old. I said young! I literally said young!
Okay, you're doing the voice
You
still.
started doing the old person voice.
Look, I'm just locked, I'm locked into it, okay?
Okay.
Hi.
Hi, we're looking for Susie. Do you know where her residence might be?
No. No, I don't.
Really?
No, I live like a block over.
You don't know your name.
Sorry.
By any chance, would you know someone by the name of Blue?
Sounds familiar.
Okay, well.
We're not getting anywhere here.
What now, everyone?
Does just no one know about this blue person
There's
at
a,
all?
Seems to give a
Can we knock on?
shit.
Okay, we're gonna pick an alley. Okay, I want 1d4 old. Okay, and that's the alleyway we go to, and we're gonna go to the house. Okay, and knock on it, and hope
We just
Susie's
each
there.
split up.
well, there's
And there's
another
more of us
person.
than there are alleys.
Oh, there's another person.
coming down the alleyway.
Do we go talk to them?
Yeah, it's like, maybe like 20-something-year-old guy. Human. With
Oh,
like
man.
shaggy brown hair.
Oh, hello there, good sir.
Oh, hello.
We're looking for
Wonderful
someone by
day,
the
isn't it?
it is. We're looking for someone by the name of Susie. Have you heard of her residence?
Yeah, she's a nice girl. Has a nice ass too. Yeah, she's just right over there, and he points to her house.
Okay, well, thank you. Let's go over there. Fucking creep.
He gives you a grin and says, Make sure to give me a little squeeze. Make sure to give it a little squeeze for me. And he goes over the wall.
I'm already walking away. We'll go to the house.
I
I'll say,
am
come on, guys.
disgusted.
Yeah, I'm a little.
We're already gone. We're out the door.
Too.
Welcome to the slummy part of the village, of the city, by the way, guys. I hope you really like it.
The derelict area.
Yeah, the place with all the degenerates and poor people and like bitchy people. I hope you like it.
Let's
Were they
your way
all
over to
randomly
Susie's.
rolled like
Yes.
that? Oh my god.
Well, no,
Let's make
no,
our way to
they're not.
Susie's.
I don't randomly roll fucking everything. It's just fucking slums
Determined
area.
town, yeah.
You go over to Susie's house, and it's like the entrance to her apartment is you have to access it from an alleyway. You can knock on the door if you like. It's like
Going in an alleyway, I guess.
5 feet wide alleyway, kind of tight. There's trash in the alleyway.
Alright, I'm gonna knock.
Alright, so Lilith is the one leading now. Lilith, you knock on the door, and it takes like a minute before somebody opens the door. And it's, what the fuck is my phone?
I imagine someone's inside saying that.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
The camera just turns to the side and you see like the background that isn't painted and all the fucking producers are standing there. And the director's having a tirade.
There's no producers for this
Oh,
show.
fuck's my goddamn phone!
Whose phone is going up? We're recording! So, you guys, you knock on the door, and it takes like a minute before somebody opens the door. And it's like this actually pretty nice looking lady, like maybe in her mid-20s. She has long, flowing blonde hair, blue eyes, a pretty fair face. Like, she doesn't look like she belongs in this part of the city. She wears fairly common peasant clothes, but she does look pretty nice. And she looks at Lilith, and she's a little taken aback by the appearance, but like she doesn't say anything. She looks between the party and she says, could I help you?
Hi, we're looking for someone by the name of Susie.
That's me.
We were told. Okay. So let me start over. We're here investigating the disappearance and kidnapping of Blue, and we were told that you might have some information that could help us.
Oh. Blue, yeah. He was kidnapped a few days ago. Just from the well right over there, and she leans out and points to the well.
Yes, it is our understanding that people that did this may have came by this alleyway and motioned to outside our house.
Yeah, it was almost sundown. It was like late evening. And I was hanging out by the window, just, knitting. My mother's been teaching me a lot about knitting. I've kind of, and I heard a commotion, and I heard Blue yelling and calling, and I looked out my window and I saw a bunch of men walking past, and I mean, can I ask who you are before?
Private investigators.
For who?
Wayland.
What'd she say?
Wayland.
Wayland? Yep.
She furrows her brow and says, "From Wayland?"
Yes, it's a long
It's
story, but I
confidential.
don't think we're here to ask questions. We're not.
So you're not officials.
We do not work
Wait.
for the city here now.
She kind of shifts uncomfortably. Well,
Ma'am,
Is everything
there's an
alright?
innocent life likely at stake. Might be good
give
for you
me
to help.
a
And
charisma
it seems like we're
check.
like the only people that even
charisma check.
care.
Alright.
I got you.
No, Lilith.
Yeah, because
well-
I'm.
Yeah, Lilith was the one talking.
Let me get my charisma. Am Am I adding my proficiency to that, or is that just my
No, it's
charisma?
just charisma.
Yeah,
Alright.
she's good at that.
Okay. She kind of looks like she trusts you a little bit. She says, okay, I just, around these parts, if something like that happens, if I'm a witness, there's some people, who would be investigating me for other reasons.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I think I actually knew one of the men that was dragging him off.
Oh, you do?
He was my brother's friend. Jacob. Jacob's my brother. The person who I think was dragging him off. I didn't get a very good look, but I could recognize that face. He used to sell to my brother, and I think he went by Big Ben.
Where's your brother now?
He's off. He was conscripted. Well, he signed up, rather.
Oh.
I think that his patrol is over in Rawl.
Do you know where this Big Ben person currently lives, or what they're doing?
I know where he used to live. I don't really know where he lives. If he still lives there, he might. But he lived a few blocks away from here. It was always kind of a hike to get to him. Maybe like if you turn left on Wright Street and you go down 3 houses and then you go to the right directions, then you should find his house.
Could she tell us like actual directions, or am I gonna have to have her come with us?
She tells
Is
you
she able to?
directions.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Anything else you can tell us about Blue, your brother, the mysterious figures? Anything?
Well, my brother, he's straightened up his life. He's gotten a lot better, but when he was younger, he was a part of some gangs, did some substances, and Ben was his supplier. And
I see.
I don't think Ben's ever changed. My brother did. He straightened himself out. He went into the army. We're all really proud of him, but Ben is dangerous. He's not someone that you mess with. I don't think that he's like a mob boss or anything, but he does have contacts. And I would really, really appreciate if you didn't bring up my name.
We won't.
Of course.
Okay. I don't really know much else. I tried not to get close to Ben.
I understand. Well, thank you. I guess we'll be on our way over there then.
Okay. Good luck. Make sure that Blue's okay. He was a good person.
Okay.
Of course.
We can mosey our way over to Big Ben's.
Alright. You go over to... So, the directions that she gave you lead you kind of into, like, a back alley. Like, you turn into an alley, and then you turn further into the alley. Like, it's hidden from the rest of the... from the main road. And before you is a wooden door. It looks like any other door. There's no any special markings or anything on it, but this is the door that she told you was his.
Okay, well.
Hmm.
Do you guys want to knock, or should we take more precautions than that?
I'd say
Scope the area out a
take more
bit.
precaution.
Like with a perception check, maybe?
Look for a window, maybe.
Or investigation, maybe?
There's no windows.
Probably arrange ourselves in case, you know, near an alley, only one entrance,
Yeah.
fish in a barrel.
Do you guys want to knock then?
I'll knock. I give a knock.
Give us your best knock. Wonderful. You knock twice. And you don't get a response.
Well,
Can I attempt to knock now?
You hear your knock echo within, but you get no response.
Okay, who's got the highest strength?
Not me.
I do, but I don't
Not
think I don't know
me.
if we have the legal rights to go knocking down doors here.
What time is it in the day?
By now it's probably like 2 o'clock. You guys are hidden away from the rest of the street, like, there's nobody in this alleyway.
That banging down the door is still gonna attract some sort of attention.
Yeah, some sort.
I didn't realize that you guys were so noble now.
Well, I don't know if we want to go bust.
We just don't want to get caught by like the guard. I
Ben's
could
gonna
care
This
less
is a
about.
Fuck
slums
us up.
area. There's no fucking guards around here.
Oh,
Oh.
fuck it.
Fuck
Alright,
it. I'm knocking it down.
Yeah, let's fucking bust it.
Alright, whoever,
Bust this nut.
give me a strength check, whoever's trying. No.
Meh.
Calamir puts his shoulder against the door and he, like, slams again. Wait, hold on. In 5e, how does breaking stuff work?
No, I think it's just a strength check.
Is
Yeah,
it?
Yeah, I don't think there's
Okay.
any complicated stuff with it. I think it's just standard strength checks. And if it's like too high or too low, you can determine as a DM what happens, I guess.
Okay. Muriel. You are able to actually break, Calamir totally loosened it up for you. Yeah,
Thank you.
no shame on you, Calamir. Muriel pushes Calamir aside, and he like slams into the door and it busts open off its hinges.
Wow. That was good.
I guess we go in.
Easy your way in.
We're in.
You guys step over the splintered door, and inside looks to be a fairly normal house. You just see a single room right now. There's 2 doors, one on the opposite end of the door and one to your right. In here seems to be a kind of living room. There's a table and there's some chairs, just 2 chairs. There's a lamp, and there's a small fireplace with a kettle like in it, but the fireplace is cold and the kettle's empty. There is not much else in here actually. There's a fur rug on the floor, and the rest of it is barren.
I feel like no one actually lives here.
Might be a trap house.
Hmm.
Should we announce ourselves? Oh,
I think we've announced ourselves quite well enough.
you're right. Hello? Hello?
Anyone
Hello?
home?
Is anyone home? Hello?
You don't get an answer.
Fucking. Let's
Can I,
go to
like,
the
Shall we come back later?
I'm just curious. Something
What blue's
is
in the basement here? Guys.
drawing me to the. Is there anything under the fur rug?
You pull up the rug.
Nothing.
I'm asking if you pull up the rug.
Oh yeah, pull up the rug. Yeah.
Yeah, there's actually a little trap door under the rug.
Hey.
Genius. Gigantic brain.
Yeah, it's
I
like-
trip over the rug and it exposes the trapdoor. Oh, I say we go deeper, shall we?
I say.
Perhaps. Yeah, let's open it.
Alright, this is not a bad place to break right now. It's a
Sure.
little bit early, but it's a good place to break, I think.
Yeah, because we could like open up a big can of worms suddenly.
Alright. We will be back in like 5 to 10 minutes.
Alright.